Nu încă. Pregătită.
Hello everybody. I'm very happy to be here with you. First of all, I want to thank you for the invitation to participate in this meeting with you today. And I hope I will come with important information. International Internship University, IIU, is a leading virtual education system and global brand confederation, which is the most valuable trust worldwide and well reputed in delivering information program. Globally, it is a trust name for quality training program and is come to provide better and virtual education to all the young letters of the globe. In a short span of time, IIU has spread its wings in 95 countries and 6 continents under the strong leadership of its visionary founder. Mr. Peyush Pandey, sir, a committed and inspiring society activist, a patient education for the last 2 decades, provide education to students from various society and cultural backgrounds. I would like to congratulate an entire IIU team. You are the most amazing, very amazing. I learned in a few months very much. My name is Melania Luana Butnariu. But for all my friends, I am Mela. I work with children. I can't always be just Mrs. Mela. So I am Mela from the Children's Library in Brașov, Romania. I work at the Brașov Country Library at the section for 26 years old. I was guided to the professional by my mother, who was also a librarian. It's true, libraries have evolved, libraries have become the third home. They are not longer than they once were. Today, libraries are also spaces for socializing, recreation, education, not just book reading. We librarians have also evolved. We have had to reinvent ourselves and find new ways to attract the public to library. I finished the Faculty of Management by also librarianship. I am currently pursuing a doctorate in librarianship. I have always wanted to know this profession with all its secrets. My conviction was that, yes, only together we succeeded. Only together we managed to make the world a better place and to overcome the most difficult moment for an education and cultural point of view. Now I want to share with you, with your permission, my presentation. Resources of Children's Library. I want to present my library. The location of our library is right in the center of the city, at the foot of Mount Tâmpa. Yes, we are in the way of many tourists, and yes, of course, they come to visit our library with great interest, which we are very happy. Since 2030, the children's section of the County Library George Barițiu Brașov is a center of excellence in the category of children libraries in Romania. The project with which our library won this title is CMS Preschools, Sport for Maintaining Health in Preschoolers. In this image, you can see our main library is in another place. And here in this image is our library, children library. Only 3-4 kilometers. With your permission, I would start to present you this wonderful space where the children from Brașov spend their free time, where they have fun, recreate, but also where they learn and study. I tell the children that due to the fact that we children are special, we need more space, more rooms, and therefore the location we are in is separate for the location of the library headquarters. The section is intended for children and adolescents 0-18 years old. And let's get started. Here we are the first room, the reception room. The children also call it the living room. It is the place where we care out all kids of activity with children. Here at the tables, we color, paint, write. Also, in this room, there are book launcher, school celebration, carnivals, reading events, storytelling classes, and so on. Also, here, as you can see, we also have a TV for watching movies, cartoons, but honestly, we really read books. We better read a story. We watch enough TV home. Exhibition for children's work also take place here. You can see here in image. Upstairs on the string, on the rope. These drawings on the strings are part of international project Friendship on the String, reached its 10th edition, but I will talk about this project till later. The library. We enter in the second room, the library. I tell the children that in any library in the world, they will do a rule must be respect, an essential rule of common sense, silence. So in America and in Africa and in Asia libraries, if we go there, we have to keep quiet so as not to disturb those who read, those who study. It is said that we librarians need to find methods so that all our users can find the document they are looking for. Very easy. For this, all kinds of quotations have been found of universal arrangements. First, the documents are arranged by domains. 2, within the file, the documents are arranged alphabetically. To easily find the domain in any library, we find indicators. They tell us what books we can find on this shelf. Within the file, documents are arranged alphabetics from A to Z by the author's last name. What documents will we find in the library? Written documents, magazines, brochures, books, and so on. audio documents, CDs, disc, audio tapes, audio books, and so on, audio and visual documents, DVD, video tapes, etc., and so on. It is appropriate at some point to remind children of a difference between a bookstore and a library. From the bookstore, we buy books with money. We buy them and take them home as for life. It's our job to do with them after we pay them. From the library, free of charge, is very important to notice, we borrow books, and not only, based on a permit card made by the services librarian based on the identity card of one of the parents. Based on the card, our users can borrow any document except the books on the reference shelf, dictionary, encyclopedia, which are studied in the reading room, in the specially designed for study inside the library. Go to see the exhibition here in the library. We celebrate in May 23, Universal Day of Turtle. We celebrate Leonardo da Vinci. We celebrate the same, the National Heart Day. And of course, in January 26, the National India Day. We have books and we organize this exhibition in our library for children. It's very important to know this. And the main room is this. Is a good attraction for children. It's a strategy for children to come in the library. They come here in the toy library. The toy library is addressed to children age 1 and 60, but also to parents and grandparents alike. Services of arts, instructive, educational, and fun recreation group and individual activities, games and toys for the development of different skills and age categories, internet club, holiday club. This is our wonderful place. We love a lot children the same. Today's presentation, I'm to bring to the fore the two concepts within blend perfectly, collaboratively and libraries, making an assessment of the main benefits that their principles bring in libraries, in building and capitalizing on the professional systems that constitute the basic of any formation, the key point of any community. This being clarified for a conceptual point of view, we aim to bring to the fore some example of good practices that are based on these collaborative principles and which have been discussed for some time in the library world and are gaining ground. Starting from collaboration within the office colleague, the collaboration with the services, the section of the same institution, the collaboration with institutions from the same level, and rich collaboration, partnership with local, national, or international states or private institutions, NGOs, associations, and so on, we find that this principle is the one that occupied a primordial place in the ground. Capitalization of the true value of institute called libraries. The technology and opportunities of the pandemic during this period were those that helped librarians put together ideas, character, philosophies, opinions, interests, starts, and documents so that their efforts research the goals and objective of any librarian participating in the process of culturalization, and education of the community served, and not only often even surpass them. Collaboration and partnership with communities and other entities are in the innovation process another trend of public library, as well as a component of participatory culture. Libraries are increasingly looking for organizations to partner with to make better use of knowledge, skills, and resources during innovation process with positive results for all parts involved. Collaboration, partnership bring benefits such as the exchange and development of skills between partners, media coverage of library services, and increase innovation capacity, say Torres in the Library Journal. Today, I will present you dear to my soul project, Friendship on a String. This project started 10 years ago. It is a project that shadows the word what we library do. What? We are reading a story. Introduce the author on the story. We discuss what we learn about the author and the story. They carry out a practical activity, the easiest practical activity that can be carried out, which is coloring. So we color image from the read work, cut them out, stick them on colored cards, and write our name, class, school, and locality. What do we do with this work done? We expose them. We found the option was to expose them on a string. Hence the name of the project, Friendship on a String. Here is the image of this partnership. You can see on the string these drawings in our library. A lot of drawings, a lot. Here you can see the partnership. I can read some ideas about this paper partnership. Partners, public and school libraries from Romania, Republic of Moldavia, and so on. Project theme. International Children's Book Day was started in 1967. The date was not chosen as a celebration of the children's book, but it coincided with the birthday of the most beloved author of fairy tales, Hans Christian Andersen. International Children's Book Day, marked annually on 2 April, is the ideal occasion to promote children's literature and to situate the reading desire on the youngest readers. Work program. It's very fine. Establishing the partnership first. 2. Sending the materials by mail, PowerPoint presentation about the initiatory of our library. 3. Coordinating the project activity. 4. Carrying out the activity. In this year, we have the author Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. In each other years, we have another author. In first year, we celebrate Andersen. After we celebrate Brothers Grimm. After we celebrate Carlo Collodi. We celebrate Roald Dahl. We celebrate Petre Ispirescu, who is a Romanian author. And in this year, we celebrate Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, of course, Little Prince. And so on. 5. Drawings, exhibition, exploit them on a string in each partner's library. The period of exposures of the drawings remained at the discretion of each library. 6. Sending by mail 3 to 5 photos during the reading activities and with exhibition made in each participating library. 7. Taking photo both at activity and the final exhibition. Finally, the County Public Library Brașov children section will realize a movie with all of these photos in all over the world. Arguments. If you want your child to be smart, read them stories. If you want them to be smarter, read more stories to them. Albert Einstein. Beneficiary. Patrons of the 2024 public and school libraries from Romania and Republic of Moldavia. Teachers and students involved in the project, employees of the partners institution, and so on. All the people, all the children who comes during the activity here in our library are invited to participate at our activity. Project objectives. Developing creativity and training practical skills. Creating an optimal motivation for extracurricular activities. Development of artistic sense in general and interest in reading in particular. Development of competitive spirit. Informal and not formal education activities. Development of skills in the field of development partnerships. Dissemination of experience of partnership activities. Purpose of the project. Promoting the change of inter-county experience in order to obtain a perspective on a complete and correct image of the school and cultural institution through the country. Improving the theoretical preparation for a quality instruction process and educational process that ultimately leads to the development of the children's healthy personality. Ensuring the quality of non-formal education. Human resources, librarian, of course, of partners libraries, children use of partners libraries, teachers, and other persons who are in libraries during the activity. Expected outcomes. Attracting children to the library, knowing the collection and the services provided, familiarizing children with the writing of Antoine de Saint-Exupéry in this year, raising users' awareness of extension of an International Children's Book Day, organizing online or face-to-face workshops with the library as a partner, a unique selection of drawings, facilitating the exchange of good practices between the participating teachers, carry out in library some activities within the school differently program and not only, promoting the exchange of experience, promoting collaboration reports, knowledge and use of different non-formal education methods, and so on. Material resources. It's very important that these activities, our activities, to be no more expensive. The libraries, have not enough money to invest in libraries. Materials resources. So, stationery, scissors, collet, pencils, crayons, glue, colorate cardboard, string, and so on. Internet, email, scanner, printer, and so on. Communication, remote information exchange. Advertising, mass media. Assessment, dissemination of the positive experience. Duration of the partnership, April 1st, July 1st. Practical activities, exhibition, photos. The period of exhibit, the drawings remained at the discretion of each library. This is the partnership between libraries in this collaboration, friendship on the string. This partnership has a press release. It's very important that our important project to have this press release, because it's very important for mediate them. For our partners, it's very hard to concept very easy one, everyone to do this. So because I initiate this partnership, write a press release, and I will send it to all the participants. Press release of this project, I could read this, is very important. The George Baritiu County Library Brașov announced the development of the International Educational Partnership Friendship on the String, 10th edition between April and July 2022. The partnership is dedicated to promoting children's literature and stimulating interest in reading to the little honest. Public libraries, school libraries, non-governmental organization, children's club, or any other organization that carry out activities with children and support the priorities of the partnership and encourage to participate. The theme we propose this year is dedicated to the celebration of the work of Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. The organizer will participate with all the information necessary for carrying out the activities, content, worksheets, promotional materials. The Center of Excellence of Children as Youth at the George Baritiu County Library Brașov started this partnership in 2030, celebration the International Book Day of Children and Youth. Here is a part of partnership in this press release, a short one, a citation, and after. Through the ninth edition, our library had meant to coagulate around this idea 500 cultural institutes from all over the country and from all over the world. In this project, it is very important to tell you that we have partnership with New Zealand, German, Turkey, Bulgarian, and of course India, Tunisia, with Mrs. Vafaouni, I think so. I don't want to make a mistake, but so I think that is her name, and I said she. The name of the partnership, Friendship on the String, was inspired by the activities which accompanied the reading workshop. Each child participating in the program make a drawing inspired by the book presents. The year as well, we have unique sketch made by our colleague Diana Cristea from the George Baritiu Brașov Library. At the end of the event, the partners make during exchange, displaying them and their library headquarters of the string. Given the situation, the drawing will not be sent by mail, but exhibition will be sent on strings in libraries. Each partner will send 3 photos from the activity and exhibition. I tell you these aspects to organization. Our goal for this year and the years to come is to extend this partnership to all the public libraries in Romania and not only. For more information, you can contact us, Melania Ioana Butnariu, of course, because I am here. So this is partnership. I love it very, very much. You can see here in this picture, in this slide, the drawings of this project. Here is the press, and I want to show you the time is, I want to show you this PowerPoint presentation from this year, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I don't read all of this presentation, but it's very, very funny, as it's very important for you. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry International Partnership, Friendship on the String, 10 edition, 2022. This is a slide with a town where she was born in 29 June in France and died in 31 July. About the Saint-Exupéry, a little words, not a lot, because I don't understand a lot things, scientific words. Something very easy for children. It's very important to be a presentation easy, not very philosophy present. Saint-Exupéry, second grade poison was writing. He was an internationally moved author during his life. His most famous literature work is The Little Princess, you know that. Here I have a slide with books published in the first book edition in French in 1946. You can see here. After in 1950 in French with a few Dutch notes here. Oh, sorry. But I think that first edition in English was in 1943. Very important for children. Here we have an image. We find the Little Prince on the banknote in France. This is a very important person now. Just a few quotes for the Little Prince. It is much more difficult to judge yourself than others. If you manage to judge yourself correctly, then you are truly a wise man. All adults were once children, but only a few remember that. I love Little Prince. I don't read all these slides. You can see this here. What says about fox? You know, in his opera we have a fox, a very intelligent fox. The fox from The Little Princess is one of the most interesting characters in the book. So wise, so proud, profound in all the messages it conveys through every sentence it utters. You can see this what says about fox. And here we have some books which are in our library. I have them here in my hands. This one, and this one, and this one, and of course my lovely books, Little Prince. In this image, you can see the drawings who was realized by our colleague. They are unique because you can see somewhere down on the page, you can see a sign is her sign down on the drawing because are unique. This you can see here in my are very interesting with the little princess. But last year we celebrate Petre Ispirescu. Petre Ispirescu is a Romanian author, and here I have another drawings, unique, of course. Wonderful drawings, unique. You must read some stories about Petre Ispirescu. In another meeting, I could tell you about this author, Romanian author. Here we have some photos during the activities, not in Brasov, in another country, in another town, in another libraries, school libraries. Here we can see the drawings on the string upstairs on the somewhere in living, or I don't know. Yes, somewhere in schools or in school, or of course. Down you can see another string outside. It's very interesting. The librarians are more inventive and creative. This was my partnership, my project soul. I can tell you some words about storytelling marathon. Third edition was in this year. On the slide, I put the press release to know about this activity. He starts in 2020 in pandemic online with 70 librarians. So, storytelling marathon, 70 stories for 17 Children's Day, International Children's Day, is celebrating all over 50 countries around the world. 1st June is a date on which Romania and 50 other countries celebrate this wonderful day. In 2020, it will be 70 years since this day is celebrated in Romania, and it is the most beautiful time given to our children by partners, grandpartners, parents, but also by us librarians. On the occasion of the International Children's Day, celebrated for the 17th times in our country in 2020. 70 stories from as many books written by famous authors were read aloud by a group of 70 librarians in a marathon of stories live on Facebook. 17 librarians from 55 public librarians, school and community libraries from 21 countries and 2 capitals participate, Bucharest and Chișinău, from Romania and the Republic of Moldavia. 17 books and stories were read, 22 from Romania literature and 48 from universal literature. Over 65 audio, video, and text material were created to increase the visibility of the project in the community, and the event I thought was a success. The live storytelling marathon has 21,000 viewers and 41,000 minutes of viewing, with an impact of over 14,000 people in the 8 hours of live broadcast. The 70 librarians managed to convey the charm of the stories read aloud and were close to all those who love children and stories. This childhood celebration was an additional opportunity for parents and grandparents supported by librarians to spend more time with the little one, giving them gifts to read stories and meeting with magical character. The large country was respected by 6 libraries, 5 from the county library, Mihaela Breje, Fazekas Eva, Mariana Lucia Marian, Daria Mințaș, Natalia Timuș, and Anna Damsha, librarian at the Bălan Public Library. Here you can see that in this marathon, we don't have only public librarians, school librarians, university librarians, and very, very small town librarians. You can see here some image during the marathon. I can tell you about some words about another project, a project who was born in pandemic, International Symposium. The well-being of the librarians is very important, that we librarians to have a good being. If I am happy, I could tell, I could speak with you very well about books. I can read to you some stories with happy. On April 23, declared by UNESCO World Books and Copyright Day, Romanian libraries celebrate Librarians Day. On this occasion, the Country Library George Barițu Brașov, in collaboration with the Country Library Nicolae Iorga Ploiești Prahova, invites you to the second edition of the International Symposium, The Well-Being of the Librarian. On 29 April 22, starting at the 12 o'clock for an hour and a half, our special guest, Mrs. Simona Muscă, coach, independent trainer, and speakers, certified member, Maxwell Leadership Certified Team. Mrs. Mihaela Radu, manager of the Nicolae Iorga County Library in Ploiești, and Mr. Dr. Daniel Nazar, and manager George Barițu County Library in Brașov, will take us into a world of well-being. My manager. The moderators of the event will be librarian Loredana Stanciu, Ploiești County Public Library, and Melania Luana Putnariu, Brașov County Public Library. The event will be recorded and can be followed on the Facebook page of the organization on 2 May 2022. The project is carried out with the support of partners, the National Association of Libraries and Public Libraries in Romania, and the Association of Romania Libraries. In our country, we have 2 associations of libraries, public and scholar. You have the same, I think so. And finally, I can say that teaching and libraries are not mutually exclusive, but completed each other. A school without a library is an imperfect tool. This was my presentation, and thank you very, very much. It was a pleasure to be here with you. It was a pleasure to tell you my great project. I love this project, Friendship on the Trip, on the Rope, on the String. I love the project Well-Being for Libraries. I love all my project and marathon. I invite you to participate in this partnership. Friendship on the String, marathon, well-being libraries. Thank you for everything.